Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. Big shout out to God is Great and all the kids that are at the hospital. I do hope you are having a fantastic day. I know you're being strong and keep it up.
Speaking of being strong, I have been listening in to Barry. He's been doing just some walking lives and just kind of relaxing, being in the zone, you would say, just kind of decompressing for the day. And, your mental health is very important. Sometimes it will chime in a little bit. And yesterday was definitely one of those days. He was talking about friendship. And friendships are so important. I stress to my own boys, have good friends. You'll have some friends now, and you may or may not have those same friends in 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years, but definitely have a good friend base. And this weekend, Graham and I, we are leaving after school. He has his sectional cross-country race to see if his team can get into state. That's right after school. But after that, we're going to Iowa for a tournament. Apparently, we can't find anywhere around here, so we have to go to the great state of Iowa. But most of all, I'm looking forward just to kind of spending some time with him, some bonding time with him, but also him spending some time with his teammates and having a good time with them. And that's one of the things I remember most about all my sporting experiences, especially college. I have a lot of those buddies are still my friends today. I remember very little about the events we played, how I did, specifically, but I remember the guys. I remember being with them, the fun that we had, and the fun that we still have today. One time, I do remember, we were in Houston, Texas. We were I think actually Tomball, Texas, but we went to the Houston Astros game, and one of my buddies, he had on this, it was a beet red t-shirt in a white lettering. It said, "Who farted?" That's right. Who farted? And the Texans loved it. They were getting out their disposable cameras. I mean, this was over 20 years ago. They were taking pictures with him, and either they would say, "Hey, can you just point to me when I take this picture?" or "I'm going to point to you." And I mean, we had a great time at that game. For Barry's sake, I will say the Astros did win that game, although I don't know, but I remember the time with my buddies. All right, so like I said, Graham and I, we're going to Iowa. We'll probably do maybe a little rip, maybe a hunt out in the wild, find a little time to do that and do a rip. But our next classroom rip will be on Tuesday. We are off on Monday, so Tuesday will be the next classroom rip. And I'm sure Graham and I, we're going to find something to open up while we are on the road. All right. Class is in session. Today is Friday, October 11th. Lesson 42 goes out to Jackie Robinson. And I was looking through some of my cards, Pack Addict rips. I am getting his package out to him today. He won our second half home run challenge. And I found a Jackie Robinson Denny's home run like Sport Flicks card. And I meant to bring that in today to show you, but I did forget. Hopefully maybe on Tuesday I will show it to you. And in 1992, Deion Sanders tried to do something that would have been really unbelievable. During that day, he played for the Atlanta Falcons, and they played the Miami Dolphins. Now, prime time, he had one catch. I think it was for 9 yards. He had, I want to say, 2 kickoff returns for a total of like 43 yards, somewhere around there, and 1 punt return for like 2 or 3 yards. Now, he got right on an airplane. I mean, I have a hard time getting from my house to Midway Airport or O'Hare Airport just to be there on time. But he got on an airplane, and then he went to the playoff game between the Braves and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So he was in uniform for 2 different teams. However, he did not play for the Atlanta Braves. Bobby Cox said, we don't need you. Now, today, they would have made sure Deion Sanders got into that game, even if it was to see 1 pitch, and then they would sell a Topps Now. They would do a batting glove relic card, all these other things. But, back in the day, and with some people still, you play the game it's meant to be played. If Deion wasn't meant to be in that game, he was not meant to be in the game. Now, are we meant to have a downtown today? Let's take a look. All right, so these are the last 3 packs from that outstanding box that we started last Friday. I'm getting the Pink Richardson, The mem, I mean, it was outstanding. I can feel the downtown coming here. The game yesterday, I feel like looking at the schedule, the way the teams were playing coming in, the injuries that they had, that we got what we got. But I really feel like the game was lost at the end of the first half. You got to give the ball to Ken Walker III and let him pound that thing in there, throwing the ball 3 times. I do know that they were short on time, but at least try running it once. Christian Watson, we'll put him on the stand. I think he's going to have a great game on Sunday, like I always do. Travis Kelce, diamond hands right over there. He finally got back on track this past week. And yeah, Jax was pretty happy, Wildcat. During the week, we were telling them the Chiefs are going to lose this game. It's the game for them to lose. And, I guess he politely told us that we were wrong. I can't confirm being polite or not. But, yeah, anyways, Kenneth Walker, he did run the ball more. I think he had 14 or 15 carries, but only like less than 40 yards, which was kind of surprising again. Emmanuel Forbes. Rashee Rice. Man, I'm getting a lot of cards for Jax to do some yard work here, that's for sure. All right, one more chance for the downtown. And to be honest, that first pack that we opened up last weekend, or last Friday, that was the fighter pack. So maybe they had all the hits in that one. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Micah Hyde, former Green Bay Packer. We got a kicker, Jake Moody. Sean Clifford, wrong Packer. George Kittle, hey, he had a good game yesterday. I believe he had 2 touchdowns yesterday, and he's on one of my fantasy teams, Fantasy Rip League. I did have Kenneth Walker going yesterday. He did not do pretty well. Well, 1 touchdown. I'm not going to complain about that.
Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and class is dismissed.